Okay, I know there are a lot of Law and Order fans out there. My first guest is a local actor who just got a big break on network TV this last Thursday, the NBC Season 5 premiere of Law and Order Organized Crime. Please welcome Adam Dunlap. Hi, welcome.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Thanks for coming on the show. Okay, so we'll talk about the episode in a minute. But first, just tell us when you got into acting. Is this something you always wanted to do, or when did you start taking it seriously?
I started taking this seriously in 2015.
Okay.
Actually, I got an agent when I got out of college because I wanted to be in the industry. But then it wasn't until I got a role on Grimm that I realized, like, hey, maybe I should take this seriously. And then I got into a class and then been rolling ever since.
Nice, love it. So how did you get this role in Law and Order Organized Crime from Portland? Because you live and are based here still, right?
Yeah, it's wild. So pre-COVID, auditions were in person.
Yeah.
You get an audition, you go to a casting office, you read for them, and then the show takes its course. But after COVID, everything went remote, and everyone realized that you can audition from home. So now I have an agent on the East Coast that represents me over there, and they got me the audition. And so you just set up your cameras, you film it, and in this case, I sent off the audition, and a week later they said, we like him, let's have him.
That's great. How rare is it to get a role like this in general, and then especially from Portland?
Probably pretty rare. I don't know. There's like a lot of guest stars on a show, but a show like this, if you're a New York actor, you really try hard to be on Law and Order.
Yeah.
And then I haven't heard of many people from Portland booking a role like this. Portland doesn't have the same cachet. Is that the right word? The brand is an LA actor, and
right.
so.
Right, like you might be good for local parts, like when Grimm was shooting here and stuff.
Totally.
But they don't often think of Portland for these type of auditions.
They don't. It's tough. They'll bring shows here to Portland, and then they'll audition a ton of local actors, and then they bring someone in from LA. It's always frustrating for us local actors, but sometimes we're the fit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. It's so cool. So so tell us about this episode. Who's your character? What did you do to prepare? All that.
Yeah, oh man, this episode's cool. For its season debut, season 5, I play a guy named Lebec. He's a biker gang leader. They do some bad stuff, and so they got to come in and I'm from Quebec, so my character has an accent.
Yes.
Super special to play. You don't get those types of roles too often.
Yes, I noticed in your audition tape you did it with no accent. And then with an accent. So they obviously liked your accent.
Yeah, well, they wanted a Quebecois accent and an English accent in the audition. And I'm good at the French accent because I lived in France and I speak French. And so I auditioned with a French accent. I thought it would be more interesting for the character to be French. But then they said, nah, we want Quebecois. So I had to adjust. And that was a lot of my prep, was just figuring out how do I get this accent right.
Interesting.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah, probably some subtle differences.
Yeah, some real subtle differences.
Okay, well let's hear it. We're going to watch a clip from episode 1 of season 5 of Law and Order Organized Crime.
You're late.
And you smell like whiskey. Which one of you beat him up?
I didn't know who he was. I apologize.
What was the problem?
Just a misunderstanding, really.
Was he drinking last night?
Smoked the same way he does right now.
Well, we don't want any trouble. We just want to do business.
This is messy.
We can't show anything else. We don't want to ruin any spoilers.
No, yeah.
How was it to shoot that? Where did you shoot it?
In New York.
Okay.
In New York, and yeah, what was it? How was it to shoot it?
Yeah.
It was a pinch me moment. So I got on set and they said, this is the fun day. Because lots of times you're shooting these shows on a studio set or there's not a lot of movement, but we were in a field, they have torches, they have a bunch of extras with burlap sacks that are super creepy, and they got the semi rolling over the hill. It was wild. So it's like a pinch me moment where you look around and you're like, how did I get here?
Yeah. Did you watch the episode on Thursday when it premiered?
I did. I watched on Friday. I had some tech difficulties, but I wouldn't have probably watched it. I am very trepidatious, but my wife was thrilled, so she made me sit down and we watched it, and it was good.
Well, I'm glad she did, because you were great, and it's so fun. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, is there a chance your character could come back And B, you know, he's still out there. I guess I just spoiled it. He's still out there being a gang leader. That wasn't resolved at the end of the episode.
There's a chance.
Okay.
Tune in for the season, see what happens.
Okay, well, we will, definitely. Law & Order Organized Crime Season 5 premiered last Thursday on NBC, but the season is now continuing over on Peacock. So go check out Adam's performance. Again, streaming on Peacock. You can watch it anytime. Thank you so much for coming. It was great to meet you.
Thanks for having me.